Hey, Shalom, Makim, this is Yahba Tazak coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions, and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Rakak Wadash Barakatam Akim. All right, I just want to jump into a little topic that has been on my mind. Just basically just proving your own work, you know, and just doing what is commanded of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because basically it's like it says in Philippians, seek seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, it's talking to each individual person individually, all right, and telling you basically to do the work, because nobody else is going to save you. You can't ride on the coattails, piggyback off brothers, you know what I'm saying? So you have to do your due diligence, you know what I'm saying, to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Lord willing. If you're the elect, you're going to be delivered, but the elect are going to be doing the work. So that's what this lesson is about, and it's been on my mind. Basically, some brothers have like a lot of brothers with them, and that's a blessing, in itself. And some brothers are by themselves, and it's that much harder, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has something beautiful set up for the brothers that are out there by themselves, and he's preparing you for a greater something greater, you know what I'm saying? So we have to remember that we have to prove our own work, and seek out our own salvation with fear and trembling, and that's what I want to jump off right here with Galatians 6:4 says, but every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another, and you by you being diligent and rehearsing the righteous acts, etc., there's nobody can condemn you, man. Nobody can say anything about you, because you're doing what you're supposed to. We're not perfect, because even King David says, basically with those inner, if you have any kind of inner fault or inner secret, cleanse him of that. Basically, roughly paraphrasing. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai knows us, and we know ourselves, but we know that we ain't perfect, and that's what we're striving for. We're striving for that perfection, to meet the requirement of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to the best of our ability. Being in this flesh, being in this wicked kingdom, and seeing everybody, flourish and get, laugh, and everybody's doing their own thing, and nobody gives a fuck. But us brothers that, that are serious about this thing are seeing these things, and it's like, damn, But that's why in the book of Peter it says that Lot was vexed by the filthy conversation of the wicked. So we're vexed, meaning that we're pissed. We're in the people's eyes, you're angry. You're everything negative. Now realizing that, hey man, we're not of this world, man. We never been of this kingdom. We're not about y'all. We're seeking something better, where there's peace, where there's true equality. Here it's all wicked. It's an unjust balance. You see the wicked thriving, you see the wicked getting away with shit, but as the brothers that are doing the work for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're suffering, but it's for a greater reward. And that's what the point is that we have to prove our own work, man. To who? To Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So let me go into there real quick. I'm gonna see that word prove. See. All right.
Strong's G 1381, Dokimadzo.
Right. So outline of biblical usage, it says to test, examine, prove, scrutinize to see whether a thing is genuine or not, as metals. To recognize as genuine after examination, to approve, deem worthy. And who's the ultimate one that's doing it? Because men can find fault all day. We can find fault in each other all day. But who's the one that is the one that is recognizing as us being genuine, or the elect? Is Yahweh Shai, man. That's why it's very important that we have to put on as the hopeful elect and seek out the kingdom of heaven, all right, and everything shall be added unto us, because that's the most important thing, is by us doing the work, us studying, us being diligent in the calling and making our election sure, you know, for Yahweh Shai, man, and for the elect, whoever they may be, wherever they may be. All right. But that's what that word prove is, man. We have to prove our own work, because like I said, people can come on the videos and, you know, ain't feeling what you have to say or nothing like that. But hey, it's Yahweh Shai Shai that has things set up, man, the way they are. Okay, this ain't no popularity contest. This ain't no about stacking up numbers and this, that, and the third. You know, all that shit at the end of the day is gonna go out the window. It's like when you stack up bread, you stack up your money, you die, or you get sick. Say if you get sick, none of that matters. All that matters is you getting better. You know that? You know what I'm saying? And that's real, because you can have, you know, $50,000 in your bank, right? You get fucking struck with the illness, a sickness. You ain't even worrying about that money. Just by you getting like the common cold or a flu, you ain't worrying about nothing but you getting better. And that's why the Lord says in the book of Sirach that health and a diet is of great riches, roughly paraphrasing. You know? So we had to prove our own work, man, and our own work is serving Yahweh Shai, which is of greater value than anything on this world can offer us. Let me see if I can find that one where I was quoting about the diet. Let me see here. Salakia, brothers, I got my sword today. I've been bringing it with me, you know, keeping it here. Let's see here, let's see. This is in the book of Sirach 30 and 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. You see that, man? So in order for us to you know, we have to do what's most important, and it's doing the work. And I said, rehearsing the righteous acts, doing everything to meet the criteria of Yahweh Shai, man. I'm gonna jump down to verse 25. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his heart, his meat and diet. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that out real quick. You know, instead of me just mangling the scriptures, you know, some people out there would talk shit about that, you know, he's mangling the scriptures. He ain't even pulling out the scriptures. You know, that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, it says to test, examine, prove, scrutinize to see whether a thing is genuine or not, as metals, to recognize as genuine after examination, to approve, deem worthy. And that's what Yahweh Shai is doing to all of us, man. He's examining us. You know, the angels of Yahweh Shai are out here watching us, and you know, and things happen. Some things just happen to where you don't know why, as far as like, but that we do know why, because the Lord said, "Find it not strange if a fiery trial, you know, happens unto you," you know, and Peter's. So basically, that's what the word prove means. So it says, "Let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden." You see, so we have to bear the cross of Yahweh Shai, and we have to go through the things that we're going through, man. And like I said, I'm speaking primarily to the brothers out there that are by themselves, that are, you know, being diligent, on fire for this thing, and facing, you know, certain afflictions. You know, saying being attacked by demons at night in your dreams. You know, dealing with illnesses, sicknesses, dealing with people at your jobs that know that you're on the highways and the byways, or just in general, just giving you shit because they have a problem with you, because the spirits know our spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me go from there to 1 Corinthians 3, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, "Now if any man," Salakia. See here. Yeah. It says, "Now if any man build upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is." So whatever we're going through it's gonna see what we're about. You know what I'm saying? What if we're made of gold, silver, precious stone, wood, hay, or stubble, being wood, hay, and stubble, meaning it's going to burn up, versus gold, silver, and the precious stones it's going to endure that fire, but the things that are impure are going to get burned up. Okay, so it's gonna we're gonna be tried, man, and we have to prove our own work, being diligent, enduring all afflictions, as I say in the introduction, because fire is that the trying of our faith, man. The tests, certain situations, you may not get it right all the time, but that's why the scriptures are there. It says a righteous man shall fall 7 times and rises up again. Okay, I got it right here in the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Going out to the highways and the byways, on every weekend, dealing with bullshit before then, throughout the whole week, that's already you're being tried, man. Things popping up, trying to distract you from going out on the highways and the byways to teach, that we're being tried at that moment. Our own thoughts, everything is contrary to us serving Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You see, so we want to be found as acceptable men in the fire of adversity, man. Like I said in 1 Corinthians 3 and 13, and the fire shall try every man's work, what sort it is. You see that? I'm going to finish it up on 1 Corinthians 3 and 14. If any man's work abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. You see that? Because we're carrying our own burden, man. We're doing the work. We're not piggybacking off nobody. We ain't trying to go be self-willed, do our own thing. Like, you got a lot of guys that do that, and all of us fall into that some way in the walk of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Somewhere in the walk of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we fall into that, man. But we have to snap out of that bullshit and do the work, man. Do what is important in making our calling and election sure. Verse 15, if any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. You see that? So I'm going to come back over here to Sirach 2 and Sirach 2, and I'm gonna read that again, 2 and 5. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay, so that's the point. We want to be found as acceptable men in the fire of adversity, going through all this hell, temptations, loss, suffering, loss, whatever it may be, close relatives, that Satan's trying to do to hinder you from doing the work, whatever it may be. We have to come out of all that, man. We have to appear as Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai needs us to appear. Although he knows who the elect is, don't get it twisted. All right. Let me see. But right here in 1 Corinthians 3 and 15, it says, if any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. Okay, because that fire is meant to purge certain impurities out of us, man. Okay, we have to appear in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as that pure gold, as that pure silver, not as a reprobate gold or silver, as some are. Reprobates, that don't fear the Lord's judgment. They don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what the word reprobate means. Is you don't have the fear of the Lord in you. Okay, so being coming out of all that adversity, Lord willing, you'll be saved, man. You'll be saved because you triumphed. You've overcame the test. You overcame the examination. You proved yourself in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. By what? By enduring through your faith, by staying strong, staying bold, planted and rooted in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this out real quick. Like I said, it's been on my spirit. It's primarily to the brothers out there, that are by themselves, man. Like I'm talking about solo by themselves. And brothers, hey man, you heard it out there.